All right, welcome back to the channel. My name's Delaney, and last year I used AI to apply to over 10,000 jobs on my behalf. We are here to talk about what happened, what were the results, how did it affect my income, how can you, as the listener, leverage AI tools to most effectively land one job, maybe multiple jobs, and scale your income without having to work crazy hours. That's the intention for this video. Stick around to the very end and I will give you all the tips you need to understand how to use AI in your job search process. We're about to dive in here, but if you could do me a huge favor, like and subscribe. This is a new channel. We're big on Instagram. We're just starting on YouTube. So follow along the story. I promise it will be well worth your time. All right, so a little backstory. In 2022, I was earning about $80,000 as a product manager for a big healthcare company. I had done some entrepreneurial ventures. I wanted to make more money. I was burnt out from doing the entrepreneur thing. And my aha moment was, what if I can land multiple full-time product manager roles, earn $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 per year, but not have to work crazy hours because I'm pretty good at building systems and outsourcing things like that. So end of 2022, I started on this mission to see if I could land a product management job at 160K, which was 2x the salary I was earning prior. So I started applying to a ton of jobs, but all I was getting was rejections, and I had a pretty decent resume. So this took me into a really deep rabbit hole understanding the ATS, which is essentially an auto resume reject software used by all recruiting platforms to word match your resume to the job posting. So the first thing I did was make sure my resume was actually up to snuff so I could start landing some interviews. But when I was applying manually, I was like, there has to be a better way to do this. I'm spending hours a day applying to jobs. It's not a high value activity. It's not really worth my time and energy, or at least I didn't feel like it was. But I'm a numbers person, I'm a KPIs person. Like, if I need to get out 100 or more applications per day, how can I do this? And that's where the light bulb went off as AI was just coming onto the scene of how can I use some AI tools to apply on my behalf potentially. And ultimately the biggest driving factor of optimizing for hundreds of applications per day is the reality of the current job market. There are 500 people applying to every job. So gone are the days of applying to a few jobs, maybe 200 jobs and getting an offer. You need to apply to thousands of jobs if you're going to go that traditional approach, not working through your network and personal relationships. So finding the right AI tool to apply. AI is so hot right now. There's an AI tool for everything. And it took me months to find the right tool. I tried everything. There are a lot of platforms that are going to help you do your resume, your cover letter, etc., which is fine. But automating the search itself is really tricky and really challenging. And not many platforms actually get it correct. Now, I did ultimately find one tool that is fantastic at automating the application process on LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter, Indeed, and it does a pretty good job. It's a little janky, but it gets the job done and it works truly. And I was able to apply to over 10,000 jobs last year using this tool. So if you want the name of the tool, make sure you stick around to the end of the video and I'm going to share with you how to access it. So what are the pros and cons of using an AI tool to apply for you? One, it's automated, so you don't really know what's happening. You need to be really specific to ensure you're not applying to a ton of crappy jobs. So you need to know the job title you're going after. You need to have a lot of clarity on the salary thresholds, and it really works best for remote roles. If there's not a large volume of roles, say you're targeting one specific city, there's just not going to be that many job postings. So this tool tends to work well in fields that have hundreds, if not thousands of new postings weekly. That could be product management, tech, marketing, sales, something along those lines. So I started using these AI tools, running them in the background while I would do other work, and I was getting a couple hundred applications per week, but I still felt like it was annoying and I didn't want to do it myself. So what I actually did was use onlinejobs.ph, hired myself a virtual assistant, a real human from the Philippines, paid them a few dollars an hour. They're really happy and excited about that because the dollar value exchange there is worth it for them. But I was able to actually train a person on running this for myself. So I was freed up. I was literally getting out 500 applications per week. They were doing long form applications for me. So not even using AI tools, but every day going and applying to 10 legit long form jobs. They were doing LinkedIn easy applies. And then they were also doing the automated AI tool applications for another 300 a week. So 500 a week, 2,000 a month over 6 months. That's nearly 12,000 jobs applied to. And what were the results for me? So I was earning 80K as a product manager end of 2022. About 2.5 months into this new process, I got another offer at 160K, accepted it, didn't leave the other gig, was making 240, got good at that job, automated it, systematized it. And a few months later, got another offer at 150K because I was still having this VA apply in the background. Yes, I paid them a few $100s a week, but when I know the next role coming in is over 6 figures, it's super worth it to pay this person and pay for these AI tools. So what were the results of using AI to apply and also optimize my online presence, my resume, my cover letter? I took my salary from 80K to $390,000 per year. And on the other side of that 3 jobs, I was able to automate a lot of that work and systematize and remove meetings. So I'm working still less than about 25 hours a week across all 3. Now I'm a man of my word. I want to make sure you're getting as much value as possible. So drum roll, please. The AI tool that I use to automate all these jobs is Lazy Apply. Now you can definitely go and sign up for Lazy Apply yourself. You might have pretty good results, but there's a lot of nuance to setting up the system, especially if you want to offboard it to a virtual assistant. So if you want extra support putting the system together, I have a free training I can share with you. Click the link below and you'll get access immediately.